Hey guys, Dion here with Duck Dependent. Man, I'm pumped up to finally get this review out. I'm going to be doing this kind of an overview of the Excel F4 with the Mud Buddy 5000 HDR. And the reason I wanted to get it out there, man, is just a year ago, I was in the market for a new boat, new motor, and this is kind of the package I was looking at. And man, I couldn't find anything as far as like real world reviews, just a guy in his boat, a duck hunter who's used it. That was just not out there. It was just, you go to forums and everyone's got their own opinion, and this sucks, this doesn't, this is the best. And man, I wanted to talk to somebody who's running these things, and so that's why I wanted to get this review out today. Oh, on that note, I am not sponsored by Excel. I'm not with Mud Buddy, no affiliation as far as that. And so, man, drop a comment below if I miss anything. If you have any questions, I'll answer it ASAP, and I'll get right to it. Also, man, hit like on this video. Let's hit subscribe. Let's grow this channel. I'm trying to grow this channel. Also, this isn't a brag. This is a sickness. If you have a request for any reviews, decoys, coolers, this is just a little bit, guns, anything, man, I'd gladly put it out there and do it. And my review is going to be, real world. I can't say that enough. I've used it, so hit me up on that. Okay, so let's get started. So it's an 1854, obviously F4 XL. When I say 1854, that's from the bow to, I'm gonna try to go slow so you guys don't get dizzy, to the back of the boat. This has pod standard on the XL F4, so it's really from the pod to the front of the boat is 19.5 feet. So pretty big boat for chasing ducks. But now that I've seen a lot of people, it might even be standard. I don't know. One thing I love about it is the 25-inch sides standard. Probably tons of manufacturers, companies out there that can build you whatever. That comes standard on this boat, and for me, hunting in Utah, big water, open bays. I say big water, it's just open water. Had this thing on the Snake River in the Pacific Northwest. All the different conditions, it's just super safe, man. Like, you can lean over the boat, you can load it down, you have tons of freeboard, and to me, overall, it's just a super safe boat. The thickness of the hull, this is 100th of an inch. You can get 125, that'd be an upgrade. I'll get into that maybe a little bit later. I'm gonna talk about what this boat has as far as upgrades. Let's get to the bottom of the boat. It's got the Mod V, which is pretty good for breaking waves. I've had it in some chop. This is not a keel guard, but it's kind of a built-in. They call it an icebreaker. I have broken ice with it. No issues down here, no dents, no deformities, nothing, just solid. So yeah, so I'm gonna go over the layout. If you go to their website, it says standard F4, this is the layout. You get the tray, the gun box, and then all dry storage in the back. Actually, I'll just open it up here. So this is what they call the driver box. I'll show you what I have in it. Coffee cup, extra shells, first aid kit, whatever you wanted in there. That stays completely dry, by the way. Dog in and out, water, completely dry. Cup holder. There's obviously the open tray. We'll go to the front of the boat here. I'll go show you the rod holders over there. There's the bow light. I'll get to that in a second as far as upgrades. Okay, so that's the gun/fish box. By the way, those are salmon rods, so I mean they're 8/6 rods. I'll go over here. You can probably fit 2 or 3 rods in each little hole there, so probably 6 rods comfortably. I think if you try to do any more than that, it'd be kind of pushing it. Here's another dry box. I've got that's a 20-pound anchor, oil, and then that's just a Sims dry bag. I mean, if somebody falls in for safety, I've got extra jacket, long johns, you name it in there, extra socks. There's what the back panel looks like, standard stuff. The switch for the billage, accessories, nav lights up front, LED running. That's a dry box for your battery and where the actual billage pump is. You can add an extra battery for fishing stuff. I'll probably get to that in a second too, but there's kind of layout. That little screen door, you can flip that up and put anything you want in there. I've put the anchor under there when I'm hunting or fishing. I actually keep the anchor under there when I'm going, if I have to stop or emergency, any of that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I'll dive right into the upgrades. So the pattern here, it's Optifade timber. That's an upcharge. Yeah, I think it comes standard in like khaki or OD green. This right here in front of me is a for your electric motor, your trolling motor. It's kind of pre-wired. See if I can see it. It's kind of just a plug and play thing. So I haven't actually used that yet. It's been straight hunting, so I haven't used that yet, obviously. This right here for me, oh my gosh, make or break, man. Gas tank like your pickup truck. That's an upgrade. I'll show you. It's got an 11-gallon tank, and it's still got a lot of room back there. Let me get the old iPhone in there. I've got 3 life jackets, a thrower there, some tools, but you can see the depth. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. Man, for me, that's worth its weight in gold, man. Just filling it up like a truck. Also, the rhino lining. It's not technically called rhino lining, but that's what it is. It's phenomenal for not letting no ice build up, any of that stuff. The rails here, Excel makes a bunch of accessories for rod holders, fish finder, anything you want to put in there. Cup holders, gotta have those. So that's pretty solid. Oh, let me get to that too. The side rails, you guys are gonna run timber, or you're just gonna run anything, duck hunters, you know how it is. These things right here are awesome protectors. The gunner rails here, the thickness on these, ridiculous. I mean, they're flat tanks. So yeah, so I think I've covered all the upgrades. Oh, let me get to the trailer. So side bunks, best thing they ever did. I saw that some of the earlier models had these pods back here. They're fine, you're gonna be able to load probably decent, but with these side guides and current crappy launches, you just get it close and you ratchet it up. I did the tire and wheel package upgrade. I'll show you what the standard wheels look like. Those are the standard wheels. So, oh yeah, sorry, bow light, that was upgraded. That doesn't come standard on the package. That the spare tire kit was extra. So that's pretty much everything on the boat. I'll go to the motor. 5000 HDR Mud Buddy. It comes standard with a 34-inch drive. I actually went with the shorty, what they call the shorty. It's a 27-inch drive. You might lose a little bit in the deep gumbo mud, but I run like everything, man. I like I said, the Snake River, mud. For me, I like it. It's just an all-around performer as far as in different conditions, shallow river rock, sand. I like the shorter drive. So yeah. So here's the handle. I'm sure you guys have seen it if you're in the waterfowl, but or into mud motors. So neutral, reverse, forward, trim switch, up and down. This thing right here, you're gonna use the snot out of. It's a momentary, so anytime you hold that down, you get one full turn of the prop. So if you're picking up deeks or going up to the boat ramp, you're gonna just kind of bump it. My review on this thing, man, this thing is one bad machine. I've had it in all the conditions you can think of, like I just explained: hot, cold, dry, river rock, straight mud here in Utah, just everywhere, man. And just to give you a little bit of a background on the boats I've had, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, so I've had 18-foot jet boats. That was an awesome boat. I had a 16-foot with a regular outboard. But for duck hunting, if you want to get anywhere and everywhere, man, I hate to say it, but once you go mud mode, it's hard to not go back. I mean, it's going to get you in and out everywhere. I've hit things with this thing and it pops right up and you keep on rolling. So that in itself for me as a duck hunter is top notch. So speeds, that's a big question, man. I could never get anybody to be like, yeah, real speed. I've heard 40 miles an hour, 37. I could never get anyone to say, what do you run? What's your speed? What do you what kind of speeds are you getting? So for me, I'm 5'11", 180. My buddy's a little bit shorter than me, a little bit bigger. With what we run, those two guys, my dog, he's a 90-pound dog, buckets, guns. Man, we run huge spreads down here, 5+, 6+ dozen regular decoys, Higdon, Avians, whatever brand you guys using, we use them all. So I'm getting mid-20s, like solid 25, 26 miles an hour, easy. We added a third guy on a couple hunts, and he was interested in the package too, and so he just ran, your little iPhone app for GPS, and we were getting 22. That's 3 guys. He was the same size as me, like I said, 5'11", 180. We're getting 22 miles an hour, 6 dozen decoys, tons of motion. So that'll kind of give you an idea. I just ran it probably 3 weeks ago with my father-in-law, a fishing load. He's 6'5", probably 230, and then a guy like my size, and we were running 29 miles an hour, shallow water with mud bottom. I mean, to me that flies, or for mud motor that flies. Let me get back to when I'm running the big load. You know, it might not sound very fast at 22 miles an hour, but one thing about this particular setup is it gets up on plane like quick. So to me, 22 miles an hour at night, up on plane, running shallow, definitely works. So I don't think you'd have an issue, you know, just based off that. Most guys' loads, I think you'd be just fine and pretty happy with those speeds. So yeah, guys, that's, you know, pretty much it. Like I said, drop a comment below, hit me up, you know, ask me about it. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. See ya.